In the previous class, we discussed about the flash fill series, number format, the find and select, go to, and freezing techniques, and foundation to formulas, that comparative operator, different four operators we have seen. And after that, we started with the formula text, the text category formulas. Correct? We have seen this uppercase, lowercase, proper, removing the extra spaces from the given text, proper and trim, and finding the length. And also we have seen this formula called concatenate. Correct? So till here we are done. Check out this. Like I was asking this one yesterday. Like here we mentioned like this first name dot last name at Microsoft or Tata Projects. We got it here, but whereas it may not be the Tata Projects, it may be some other company domain we required. So instead of writing that Tata Projects or what other company here, I want to report to a cell. If I change in the cell, it should get reflected. So in that case, how to do that? Let me show you. So nothing but I'm going to refer to this cell. So check out this, equal to concatenate. Concatenate. It is asking for the text one. I'll refer to this text one, but it is having so many spaces. To remove that extra spaces, we'll apply the trim function. Apply this trim, bracket close, comma. We require the text2. The text2 is nothing but like a first name dot last name. Correct? The text2 will be dot. So the dot we are writing manual entry. The whenever you are writing the manual, that needs to be entered in double quotes. Double quotes dot double quotes comma. It is asking for the text3. Whichever it is argument you need to give, that will be highlighted. You see the text3. The text3 I'll write instead of directly giving it. I'll be writing on top of it the trim so that it will remove the extra spaces, because that C36 also having extra spaces. Correct? So to remove that XE spaces, this trim will work. So comma. Text 4 in the last example of yesterday is like we discussed, like giving the within double quotes at Tata Projects and all. But instead of that, I don't want to give the static name. I want to refer a cell. So I will be referring to the cell. Oh, but here we have the Microsoft.com, but that at the rate is missing. Correct? So first, let me give that double quotes at double quotes close, comma. Now here is a text file, and don't forget to freeze this G34. What I mean, if I drag it down, G34 should not change it to G35. Always that domain name will be sitting in the G34. That needs to be always constant. So if something needs to be constant, if it is needs to be referred to always the same cell, so press F4. When I press F4, you see that it is completely locked. Bracket close and enter. So now you see this swati.matam at microsoft.com. So this is okay. But that mail ID, you see this, Swati is showing the uppercase and Matam is showing the lowercase. So I don't want that. It needs to be mail ID. Usually it will show in the lowercase. So on top of it, we'll apply the lower and bracket close for the lower function. Enter, drag it down. Yes, we may share return correct answer. So this is okay. Let's say here are some names. I want to find out the space position number. What I mean, in this name, where is a space? So if I count from the left to right, that space you will find it in the 7th position for this name. Whereas for this name, I'll counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, here it is a 10. So I'm writing the 10. For above one, it is a 7. And for Raj is a 3 letters and space is in the 4th. I want to find it like this. So no, I don't want to do this manually. I'm muting you all. Yeah, instead of doing this manual way, let's do it with the formula. Okay, so how to do it with the formula? Let me show you. I'll write the formula called search equal to search for a text. So you're searching for the space, correct? So in the search formula, there are three arguments: find a text, within the text, and start number. So we are trying to find out the space within the text of this name, correct? So we will be referring to that cell in that second argument, and start number. So start number is an optional argument. Wherever you see the square brackets, it is an optional argument, correct? So start number, where do you want to start? You want to start searching from the first character itself. So the start number, you need to write it as a 1. If you don't write it also, it will take 1 because that is the optional argument. So find text, I'll write double quotes, space, double quotes, comma, within text of this cell, comma, start number is 1, bracket close and enter. Now drag this formula down. I'm dragging down. You see this? It is given that answer correctly. All the space position number. You might be wondering like what is the use of finding the space position number? What I do with it? We'll get to know in some time. So let's say my requirement is finding the first name. Here we have the full name. From this full name, we need to pull only first names. So if you see in this full name, like we have the Swati is the first name and Matam is the last name. And here is a Raj Kiran. Raj is the first name and Kiran is the last name, correct? So if I need to find out only first names in this column, if I want to pull only that first name, so the delimiter, which is differentiating first name and last name, is a space. In this case, space is a delimiter, or it could be comma, or it could be anything, correct? So if you want to find the space position number, if you want to find the first name, let's use the left formula. I'll use this left equal to left. It is asking for the text. So what text? So I'll refer to this text and it is asking number of characters. What it means is like you give me some text and tell me how many number of characters you want to pull from this text so that I'll pull it and give it to you. So that's what it means. Comma, number of characters place. Let's say we want this place, we want Swati. Swati means SWATHI, it is a 6 characters. I'm writing that 6. Bracket close and enter, it is giving the Swati. That's okay. But if I drag it this formula to down, is it going to give me Abhimanyu, Raj, Rajesh and all? Those are the first names. Is it going to give? Once I drag it down, oh no, it is giving everywhere 6 characters, Abhima, Rajki and all. But it is actually his name is Abhimanyu, not the Abhima. So it is killing his name. So we don't want to go here again for Abhimanyu, counting here manually and writing that number of characters place. I don't want to change it 9 like this. If I change it, it will give us. But what is the use if I keep on doing that manual work? Correct? So I don't want to do this way. Instead of writing 6, 9 and 3 like this, instead of that, let's use the space position number. You see this, for getting the Swati, we require the 6 characters. So we already found the space position number, which is a 7. So if it is a 7, we require the 6 characters. If it is a 10 here, nothing but we require the 9 characters. Correct? So nothing but I can refer to this cell -1. Correct? So I'll go here. That instead of writing the static number called 6, I will refer to the space position number, which is sitting in the C62 cell. I'll write the -1 here. So 7, it means that 7 minus 1 in this case. If I drag it down, that will be 10 minus 1, 9 and so on. Enter, we got the Swati, drag it down and it is giving all their first names, right? So it is giving all these names. So this is good, but whereas Swati is showing uppercase, Abhimanyu is showing lowercase, I want to get all of them are in the proper case. In that case, on top of it, I'll write the proper, bracket close, enter and drag it down. Is this clear? Okay, let me see the chat box. Okay, great. Yeah. People who did not understand, I'll be sharing the recording. So in that recording, you can listen once again. Yeah. So find the length. In this name, this full name, I want to find the length. What is the length of it? If I count manually, yes means one character, W another character, A and so on. I'm counting Sauti means 6 characters and Matam is a 5. 6 plus 5 is 11 and there is in between them there is a one space. So total 12, correct? So I want to get that 12 here. And for this is a big name. I cannot manually counting this, which is takes time. Instead of that, let's use a formula called length, which we already learned yesterday. Equal to length. Here I'll refer to the cell, bracket close, enter, and drag it down. So 12, 29, 13, and so on. Okay, so it is giving the length. So what is the use of the length? We'll be seeing it. Let's say now we want to find the last name. We already found the first name. Let's say we want to get the last name. Last name in this case is Amatam, Pulgurta, Kiran, Uppala, and so on, right? So I'll write equal to right, equal to right. This right function, it will pull data from the right side. Left formula pull data from the left side, whereas right formula will pull the data from the right side. It is asking for the text. Hey, give me some text and tell me how many number of characters needs to be pulled. Like I'll give this text, comma, number of characters place. This case I required the matam, so nothing but I'll write the 5 here, bracket close and enter. That is a static way of writing it. If I drag it down, obviously it's not going to work out because like we written the 5. Everyone's last name is not the 5 characters. If it is so, we would have written that. Correct? So you go here, instead of writing the 5, what is the logic we can build so that we can get exactly last names? So please type your answers in the chat box. Anirudh saying that C63 plus 1, someone saying Sharma saying E62 minus C62. Okay. Length minus position, Bhupati, yes. Yeah. So you see this, instead of writing this 5 manually, what I do is I'll write complete length we already found. That complete length of this name is a 12. Correct? So it is giving the 12. 12 minus the space position, nothing but this complete length. From that, if I remove up to space position number, the remaining will be the last name related characters. Correct? So you see this, I am referring to this length minus this space position number E62 minus C62. If you see this, if I select this cells and if I press F9, just for your understanding, I'm pressing F9. So it is giving the 5. Earlier for getting the matham, we written the manually 5, but now the formula itself is calculating and giving us. So after pressing F9, don't forget to press Control Z. So this is just for your understanding, just for your reference. Enter, drag it down. Now you see this, all the names, last names it is giving, correct? But you know, like it is just like here, first name we make it as a proper case. If you want, you can write on top of it proper. So you see this, I'll write that proper. Whatever the output of this formula, when I press F9, it is showing that Matam. So whether it, whatever the name it is, whatever the text it is, what are the output of that proper, that right formula, that will be input to proper formula text argument. Control Z and bracket close, enter, drag it down. Once I drag it down, now you see this, all that last names you'll see. So these are fine. Check out this. Like here we find the first name, but with the help of the space position number. Online guys, please don't turn on your video. Please turn off your video. So here we found the first name, but with the use of with the help of the some intermediate called space position. And here we found the last name with the help of length and also space position number, correct? So if you don't want to use that extra columns, if you want to get the results directly, yes, it can be done. Check out this. Finding the first name, that mega formula 1. Mega formula means I don't use any intermediate column like this. If I remove this, you see this, if I remove it, it is giving that output as errors because it is referring to this cell, correct? So I want to remove the dependency from this column. So in this case, I'll write that equal to left. I'll refer to the cell, comma, number of characters. It is asking the number of characters. Earlier we referred to the space position and -1 we did. So instead of that, I'll directly write the what are the formula we referred in the C62. So I'll write that search for space within text of this cell, comma, start number is 1, bracket close. So this is the same formula we written in the C62. Instead of referring to C62, I'm writing the same formula within this cell itself. So let me press F9 to just show you this output. When I press F9, it is showing that 7. Control Z. So we want Swati, right? Like Swati means 6 characters, but it is going to pull left from left side 7 characters. So one extra it is going to pull. So I do the -1. So what is the output of that? That will be input to number of characters for the left formula. Bracket close for the left. Enter. Drag it down. Once I drag it down, it is giving that output. Correct? So on top of it, if you want, you can apply the proper as well. Bracket close and enter. Drag this down. This is a one way of doing that mega formula 1. So if you did not understand the mega formula, no issue. Like if you are able to do it, if you are a new beginner to writing the formula, you can use intermediate columns and get the results. So getting the mega formula can be learned anytime. It is a kind of copy paste job. What I mean by copy paste, I'll tell you. Let's say we need to find out the last name, that mega formula again. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'll go to this last name. I'll take a copy of this entire formula, Control C, escape. So just see this, like it is referring to B62 and E62 and C62. B62 is a source cell, that is fine. Whereas E62 and C62 are the intermediate columns, correct? So we need to remove the two dependencies from it. So for that, I've taken a copy from the formula bar. Control C are done and escape. So go back to your destination cell. This is my destination cell. Paste it in the formula bar. Enter. Once I enter, it is giving the same answer. It is also referring to E62 and C62. So we need to remove the dependency from it. So B62 is a source cell, let it be. But E62 is the intermediate column. I'll go to that E62. I'll ask it, hey, what is the formula you're using? It will tell that I'm using the len formula. So take a copy of it, accept that equal to, because already equal to is there in our formula. So take a copy of this len formula, escape, go back here and select this E62 carefully and paste it. Enter. After that, we removed the dependency from the E62. There is a one more dependency on the C62. So first go to C62, ask it what is the formula it is using, take a copy of that formula, Control C, escape, and go to that C62 and press Control V, enter, and drag it down. Once I drag it down, you see that output. Is this clear? Okay, great. So this is about the finding the first name, last name, Yeah, so I just given the generic example, but this can be used many places. So let's say you may be having some product ID with some number followed with it. If you remember yesterday, someone was asking. I mean, so I think it is in some other session. Let me show you. The data was like this. Control V. Data is like this. So he has some data like this. What he want is he want to pull only this that last three characters, nothing but that 031. Of course, as it is a 0, it is remove that 0, and here is a 291. So always like he'll be getting some numbers in the same format, but he need to pull from right side the three characters. So he can use this write function. Once we use this write function, give me a second. So sorry guys, like I'm back. You see this, like I'm referring to this cell, comma, as I required to pull the last three characters, I'll write the three, bracket close and enter, and drag it down. So this is how you can get that answer. Is this clear? So it you can use this left formula, right formula, mid formula, many places. Yeah, let's say here are the Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, Swati Matam Kumari, and so on. Nothing but I have the first name, middle name, and also last name. Earlier case, we were having only first name and last name. But here you may have something like this pattern: first name, middle name, and last name. In such case, if you want to pull the first name, middle name, and last name, how to do that? I'll show you now. So finding the first name, you already aware. So let's use the search formula. Search for space within the text of this cell, comma, start number is 1. Bracket close and enter. It is giving the first space position number, correct? But let's say I want to find out the second space also, because here we have the two spaces, correct? This is given, this 9 is nothing but first space position number, so we need to get the second space position number as well. So if I need to find out the second space position number, so I'll write the same search formula again. Find a text, I'm trying to find out the space within the text of this cell, comma, the start number. If I give 1, you know that it will give a number 9, answer as 9. No, we don't want that first space, we need to find out the second space. So if you're thinking about writing the 2, it won't give the second space position number. Understand that parameter name here, that argument name, it is saying the start number. Start number means you are trying to search for the space in the B88 from where you want me to start. That's what it means. So if I say 2, it will start searching from the A in this case. It will start searching for space in from the second character onwards. So in the second character, do we have the space? No. In the third character, do we have the space? No. And so on. Here it found in the same ninth position it found. So again, it will give the same answer called 9 only. Even if you give the 3 also, it will give the same 9. Try this. And after that, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, still 9 also, it will give the same 9. Reason, in the ninth position you are trying to search for space in the B88, and the start number is a 9, nothing but the space is in the ninth position, it will give the same 9. But if I give 10, if I give 10, you see this, if I give 10, nothing but it is a, from here onwards it will start searching. The start number is a 10. In this case, it is giving the second space position number as a 15, nothing but this is a 15. So don't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't go that way. It will again count from the starting to this number, the position wise. That position number will be always from left to right. So that number again, it is a 15. So but I cannot write the 10 manually every time, because like everyone's First space position number, if it is a 9, would have written the 10, correct? So what I can do is the 10, instead of writing the 10, what I do is I'll write the first space plus 1. So if the first space is in the 9th, it will take the plus 1, nothing but 10. If the first space is in the 7, it will take the 8, correct? Enter, drag this down. So you see this, all the second space numbers also it is giving. Here you see the second space is in the 4th position, correct? That's what it is given. So now we need to find out the first name. Using the left formula, we can find out the first name, which we already saw. I'll quickly we'll see one more time. Equal to left. I refer to this text. From this text, we need to pull that Mahendra. That is the first name. So if you want to get that Mahendra, so here what we do, instead of writing manually that 8 characters, I'll refer to that first space -1. Bracket close and enter. Drag it down. So this is okay. Let's say we need to find out Singh, Ramesh, Matam, and B. Nothing but I'm trying to figure it out the pulling the middle name. If you want to pull the middle name, you cannot use the left, you cannot use the right because it is something you need to pull from the middle. Left formula it will pull only from the left. Right formula it will pull only from the right. So if you want to pull it from the some middle, so in such case you need to use a formula called med. Equal to med, it is asking for the three arguments: text, start number, and number of characters. Text. So text means what? This is the text, comma, start number. Where do you want? We remember that we need to get the Singh in this case. So if I need to get the Singh, what it means? Like a start number, it is asking. The Singh is starting from the 10th character, I guess. How I am saying 10? Because Mahendra is a 8 character, space is a 9, and the Singh is starting from the 10th character. So I counted manually, I'm writing the 10. So understand that, comma, number of characters means, like SI and GH, it is a 5 characters. So in the number of characters place, I'm writing that 5. Bracket close and enter. You see this, it is doing the same. Drag it down, you see this, all that. Oh, it is given only for the first one, but not the Ramesh, but not the Matam and all. Reason, everyone middle name won't start at the same place and number of characters also not the same. So I cannot go here manually and change that start number and middle that number of characters. So instead of doing that manual way, let's write some logic in the mid formula. Equal to mid. The first argument is very simple. Give this some text. So we need to work on this text. So I refer to the text. That is the first argument, comma, start number. Where do you need to start? So I need to start wherever the space it is. After first space will be my middle name. Agree? So that's the logic here. So already we found the what is the first space. So that's for first space in this case is a 9. I'll refer to the C88 plus 1. Correct? So 9 plus 1 is 10. Earlier we were writing the 10 manually. Now I'm referring to the formula, that intermediate column cell, plus 1. So it will be become 10 or 8, whatever the number it is, comma, number of characters. Number of characters. Remember, for Singh we written the 5. What is Ramesh? We need to write the 6. So what is the logic we need to build? Can you guess? Online guys? I'm seeing some answers in the chat box. D2 minus 1 length, one more time. Okay. So my question is like how to find out the number of characters. So earlier for Singh we written the 5, but for Ramesh we need to write the 6. It should be dynamic, right? So what I'm going to do is we already found the second space position number. The second space position number is a 15 and first space position number is a 9. So 15 minus 9 is a 6, correct? So but we want Singh. Singh means 5 characters. So it is giving the 6. One extra number it is. So we can delete that one. So you see this, I'm going to refer to the second space minus first space minus 1. Bracket close and enter. and drag this down. Okay. So same thing. Similarly, you can find out the last name. Use the right function and get the last name. That's your homework. You can try that. One interesting one I'll tell you here. So you see this. I have Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, great cricket player. Some text is written here. Earlier example, we were talking about the finding the first space position, second space position. If I need to find out the third space position, so you will be depending on the second space. If I need to find out the second space, I need to depend on the first space. Agree? So, Masood, please turn off your video. Yeah. So you see this. You need not to do that way. Like for finding the space position or any word or any character, what you can do, I'll tell you here the trick. What is my requirement? I'll tell you. Here's some text is here. What I want is whatever the number I write here. In this case, I written the 2. What I mean by 2 is position number of A, second A related position number I'm trying to find out. Correct? If I write 3, third A position number. If I write 1, first A position number. So right now I'm calculating manually that first A is sitting in the second position number. If I'm trying to find out the second A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. So I don't want to do this hard work. I want my formula needs to be done, do it according to my requirement. So in this case, how to do this? Let me show you. Let it be 2 here. So here that logic what we are going to do is there is a formula called substitute. Using the substitute, you can substitute one word, that old word with a new word. Check out this. I'll write some formula called substitute. This is a new formula equal to substitute or it is asking the 4 arguments. Give me some text. Tell me that older text and new text and instant number. There are 4 arguments in it. So I'll give the text here. This is my text, comma. Old text is, let's say, wherever we need to find out the A related, right? So that will become your old text. Why it is becoming a old text, I'll tell you. So double quotes, A double quotes, comma, new text within double quotes you write again. You write some of the other character which is not alphabet at all. You write some special character. For example, you write it something ash. In any no one names or any sentences you don't find the ash, right? So you give some rare character, double quotes close, and in the instance number we want to replace in the second place, right? So here I'll refer to this second, this number, bracket close and enter. Observe here carefully. What the substitute will do is it will replace old text with the new text. So it is going to replace A with the ash, where only in the second instance, because we said second instance. So you see this Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, this is the A first position, this is the A second position. So only in the second A position number it is replaced with the ash, correct? So whereas all other A's remain same. If I change it to 1, enter, you see this in the first A only it is replaced with the ash. Is it clear? If I write 3 in the third A, it will replace that. Third A is here, Tendulkar, here it is replaced. So let it be 2, enter. Now here, I'll write search formula. Search for, actually we need to find out the position number of A of the second A related position number we need to find. So that find text place, I'll write not A, I'll write the ash. Double quotes close, comma, within the text of this cell, comma, start number is 1, bracket close and enter. Hey, you see this, it is giving the 9. What do you mean by 9? If you manually calculate in this name, that second A position number, Second A position number, it is sitting in the ninth position. So the same number it is given. If I write 1, you see the answer that first A is sitting in the second. So that's what it is giving here. See that answer. If I write 3, third A related position number is 22nd. Correct? So directly, whether it is a first or second or third, directly it will give like this. Okay. So one more example I'll give related to substitute. Very simple it is. Wherever is a space, I want to replace with underscore. Let's say that's the requirement. In this names, wherever you see the space, I want to replace with the underscore. So here I'll write substitute. Substitute is this text, comma, old text is the space, new text is underscore. Instance number, as it is an optional argument, I'll leave it. Bracket close and enter. 3 arguments only given. Those are mandatory arguments. Drag it down. Once I drag it down, you see this all these names. It is replaced space with the underscore. Swati, Matam, Kumari, like there are 2 spaces, all the 2 spaces it is replaced with underscore. VVS Lakshman, there were 3 space, it is replaced with underscore. Correct? Here there are so many spaces, all the places it is replaced with the underscore. Correct? So this is okay. So let's change the requirement here. Substitute space with the underscore here only in the first instance. Nothing but only in the first space only you replace. Don't touch the second, third, and so on. So in this case, I'll write the substitute again. This is the text, comma, old text is a space, new text is underscore. Instance number, I'll write 1. If I write 1, it will replace only one first place. If I write 2, not 1 to 2, it means that 2 means only 2. Not 1, not 3, nothing else, only 2. So as per our requirement, I'll go with the 1, bracket close and enter and drag it down. So that is about substitute, and here is the more interesting one, dynamic. What you can try is, like here I'll tell you the requirement, you can give a try. I have some employee names. What I want is that space count. Overall answer, I'm trying to get this answer. What is this answer is? Here, how many spaces are there? In this overall name, how many space? If you see this Swati and Matam, between there is one space. So I written that answer as 1 here already, but you need to get that with the formula. Here Abhimanyu Puligurta TL, there are 2 spaces, and here is the 3 space. That's the same numbers I written here. Manually I written. So no, don't go with the manual work because I have thousands of records. So at that time I cannot count it manually. So you write the formula, help me out to get that results. So if you want, you can take the intermediate columns. Some hint I given here. Think about it and try this and you should get that answer. Once you get the answer, instead of using this intermediate columns, try to get it everything in the one formula, one column itself. So nothing but there will be some input cells and here it should be the output. So this you can try it later. First you can try this, try to get this by using the intermediate columns. Okay, yeah. Click on 22 and see the formula. What is that? Here you see, I have some names. I have some names here. My requirement, I'll tell you. I have all these names. All these names needs to be concatenated, join them, concatenate all names into single cell with a delimiter called underscore. What I mean is I'm trying to get the answer called Ram and in one cell. Let's say this cell. In this cell, I want to get Ram underscore Ramesh underscore Kushi underscore and so on. All these names should be in the one cell only. Uh, that one name with another name, it needs to be differentiated with the underscore. So I cannot do this manual work Ram underscore by seeing this hundreds of records. I cannot do it manually. So instead of that, let's use some formula. So if you're thinking about the concatenate formula, no, it's going to be very painful. You need to write many times concatenate formula. Concatenate this, comma, text2, double quotes, underscore, double quotes, comma, text3 is this. So no, this is going to be takes long time. Don't go with this way. So instead of that, use a new formula called text join, which will join the several text string into one text string by using the delimiter. So here is a new formula called text join. Concatenate a list, a range of values of text strings using a delimiter. So text join. First it is asking the delimiter, what delimiter you want. So in this case our requirement is asking that each name needs to be separated by delimiter called underscore. So I'll give the delimiter as underscore, double quotes, underscore, double quotes, comma. Second argument saying that ignore empty, that is the name of the argument. So it is giving the two options, true for the ignore empty cells, false for the include the empty cells. So for now, I'll take the true. I'll explain you what it means. Let me go with the true, comma, text 1, that is a mandatory argument, the third argument, whereas text 2, text 3 are optional argument. So but this text 1, it can handle the range of values. It can handle a range of values. Let me select this whole range. Let me select this whole range and I can bracket close and say enter. Now you see this Ram underscore Ramesh underscore Kushi underscore and so on. So is this clear? Lasya saying repeat again. Bala said yes. Okay. Okay. So if you're thinking why in between Rajesh Nair, why there is no underscore, guys, here all are one names. But whereas here is a Rajesh Nair, that word itself is a two like in this cell itself we have the two words, correct? So that is the reason it is showing the Rajesh Nair like this. No, here also you want to get the wherever it is a space you want to replace with the substitute with the underscore, you can use on top of it underscore. You can on top of it you can use the substitute formula. Okay, let me do it one more time. Equal to text join. Here is a delimiter. I'll take it as a underscore once again, comma. Earlier case, ignore empty place. I have taken the true. Instead of true, I'll take the false, comma. I'll select this whole range, bracket close and enter. To see this, it is giving the same answer. If I take the true or false, both are giving the same answers. So what is the difference between them? If you want to find out, to see this, let's say I'll go to this Rajesh Nair or any other cell, I'll delete it. Once I delete, like did you observe? Like for Saharsh and Pramod between there is only one underscore, whereas for Saharsh and Pramod here it is showing the two underscore. Correct? So because here we said false. False means what? Don't ignore the empty cells. That's what it means. False means include the empty cells also. Whereas if I say true, please ignore the empty cells. That's what it means. Okay. Is that clear? Yeah. Great. This TextJoin is a new formula. If you are not using the latest version of Excel, so what you can use is like we can go with the method 2. Another method I'll show you. This is little lengthy one. Concentrate. Equal to. Our requirement is the same. Our requirement is we need to get all these names in the one cell with some delimiter. So I'll use a formula called transpose. Converts a vertical range to horizontal or vice versa. So transpose, it is asking for the array. Select this range of values from top to bottom. Bracket close. Don't enter it. This is array formula. Don't enter. we need to offer all these values. In between we require some comma or underscore, some delimiter, right? So that one you join it with the ampersand. Ampersand means what? It will join several text into one text string. So double quotes, we require underscore, so I'm giving the delimiter here, correct? So again, don't enter it. So select this whole formula in the formula bar, press press F9. When I press F9, you see this, it is showing that Ram underscore, Ramesh underscore, and so on. And within the flower brackets, because it is array formula, it is doing all these values, list of values in an array. So we need to join all this into one cell. So I'll go here, I'll remove the flower brackets, I'll write the concatenate. If you see this concatenate, you see this text one is a Ram underscore within double quotes, whereas this comma is argument separator. So here is another argument, third argument, and so on. So remove the flower bracket here as well. At the ending, put the normal bracket, enter. So this is showing that all that names in the one cell with the underscore as a delimiter. Got it? One issue is like a promo, after Pramod also it is showing the underscore. If you don't need it, you can go here manually and remove that, correct? But remember, this method is a static. What I mean by static, let's say if I change the search to search D, it won't get updated, or any other name I'll write it. I updated the name, but it is not updated. But whereas here, because it is a formula, it will show us it was also formula, but when you press F9 it is become static. Okay, yeah. So this is a one-time use, that method too. If you are the latest version, I suggest go with the text join. So let's see another formula called repeat. So let's say I have some text here. I want to repeat couple of times. So in that case, I'll write equal to repeat. Here is the text, comma, number of times. It is asking how many number of times you want to repeat. So here I'll say that 3 times. Bracket close and enter. It is showing the same sorry, sorry, sorry 3 times. If I drag it down, it is showing the same hi, hi, hi. So, hey, how come like here it is showing the space between them for the sorry, for hi it is not showing it. So what could be the reason? What could be the reason, guys? Yeah, there is a space after sorry, correct. So within the source data itself, there is a sorry here, whereas here there is no space, correct? Yeah. But if I find the length of this name, sorry, 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 555, total 15, and in between them there is here is a space, here is a space, there will be space here also. But the ending there should not be space, right? So if I find the length of it, it will give the 18, but it should be 17 only ideally. So if you want to remove that extra space, go here. First, I'll show you the length of it. Length of this cell. Enter. It is showing the 18. No, don't have that extra space, that ending. So I can apply the trim here. At the ending also you can apply, enter, drag it down. But here this is fine, that is for fix the issue, one issue. But here it is showing the sorry with between two sorries there is a space, but here for hi there is no space. So sometimes in the text you'll add the space, sometimes you may not add it. So my requirement is, if it is added, well and good. If it is not added, you add it. So what I'm going to do is, for B41, that is a text, for that I'll add by using the concatenate operator, double quotes, space, double quotes, enter, and drag it down. Even though I have not written in the high that space, it is showing that here. Is this clear? Not only for the text, you can also repeat some, some symbols also. For example, let's say I have A here, otherwise anything A, B, C, D, or whatever. So instead of that Calibri, I'll change it to Wingdings. Enter, drag it down. Like here also you can make it as a, here also you can repeat as a Wingdings. Enter. So if I write A here, that same A is repeated 3 times. It is actually A, capital A, nothing but the symbol wise, this is the symbol. So 3 times it is repeated. So you can write some logics. So if my actual sales is more than the target, so give me these many victory symbols. If it is a less, give me some thumbs down symbol. So you can use, in the reporting, you can use this kind of techniques also. Show the formula for her. Okay. See, I written only one formula, I drag it down. So you see that formula, trim, repeat on that, we refer to that cell reference and we added the space here. Okay. Let's see now formulas related to text form. There is a formula called text formula. Let's look into it. It is very useful formula. So many places we can use this text formula. Check out this. First, I'll give you one simple example. I have some mobile numbers here. All these mobile numbers, I want it in the required format. What is the required format is? You see this? This is a 10-digit number, mobile number means, correct? So I want to get in this format 8297 hyphen 444 hyphen 777, nothing but 4 digits hyphen 3 digits hyphen next 3 digits. I want to show in this format. If I do it manually, it will take so much time. Instead of doing that, I can do it with the formula as well. In the yesterday's class, we discussed with the number format. Same logic we are going to apply in the text formula. So you write the formula called text. It is asking for the value. You give some value. Yeah, we are giving this value. That value could be any kind of data type. So here it is a number, comma. It is asking what format you want to get it. So here I'll tell that within double quotes, 4 times ash hyphen 3 times ash hyphen 3 times ash. Double quotes close, bracket close, enter, and drag it down. Once I drag it down, you see this, all that values, correct? So this is how you can quickly get that answer. Like if your number got changed, 88816316325, once I update that number, it is got updated here as well because this is a formula, correct? So I'll tell you one more example. Convert to text formatted numbers. What I mean is, here you see this, I have some employee IDs. That employee IDs usually it should be alphanumeric, but somehow that company is using just numbers only. So instead of just numbers, I want to convert to text formatted number. So why I need to convert to text formatted number, I'll tell you. For example, if I'm trying to sum some of these employee IDs by mistakenly, once I say enter, it is showing that 6,000, 62,020, correct? What do you mean by this? If I sum that employee IDs, it doesn't make any sense, correct? So just imagine I'm using some pivot table on that. I'm using this employee IDs field. So by mistakenly, if I do the sum, if I drag it to values, it will give the sum. So it doesn't make any sense. So I don't want to do this mistakes happen. So let's convert that number to text formatted numbers. So usually people convert the like this. They'll write single quotes. If you write in a cell, first character, if it is a single quotes, it will consider as a text. So whatever you write it will consider as a text now going forward. 4902 single quotes 1924 enter and so on. You see this green color symbol here top left side. What it means is the number in the cell is stored as a text, but actually it is a number. So do you want to convert to number? Kya? So if you want to convert to number, you can click on it, then it will be converted. No, I don't want to convert, so leave this. So, but I cannot do this manually for each of the cell. Let's remove this and write the formula here and write the text. I'll refer to this value, comma, that value place, I'll write double quotes, I'll write at the rate. At the rate stands for text. So it will convert into text. Double quotes close, bracket close, and enter. And once I drag it down, it is showing all the text formatted numbers. No, these are the text formatted numbers. If I sum these numbers, equal to sum of this, enter, it is showing the 0. Earlier it was showing the some 6,000, 62,020, but it is showing the 0, nothing, but it is not a number at all. If you still have doubt, like you can ask this with the Excel formula, is number. If once I refer to the cell and say enter, it is saying that false. Why it is showing false? Because that is not a number at all. Correct? Yeah. So this way you can use the text formula. There are many other uses of the text formula. Check out this. I have all these dates here. Some dates, some order date, a transactional date, whatever it is. I want to get only month short name. From this data, I want to get only month short name. So if this is your requirement, what you can do, equal to like write the text formula, refer to the value, comma, the format place, we want month short name, right? Double quotes MMM. Yesterday we learned that MMM, that DD, YY, right? So same logic I'm applying, drag it down. So it is showing only month short name. If you want to get the only day full name, so what do? You write the same formula, but this time instead of MMM, you'll write the DDD. The day full name. So instead of 3 days, you need to give the 4 days. Correct? Yeah. So see this. I want to get only day full name, and I also want to get month short name and year. If you want to get the month short name and year, what format you'll give in the text? Please type it in the chat box. Let me see that answer. Please type it. Yes, that correct answer. So you see this. If you want to get this, equal to text, refer to this value, comma. We want that month short name and year. Month short name means double quotes MMM, and whether you want icon or forward slash, it's up to you. You can give it and enter and drag it down. Correct? One last requirement here. I have some salaries. This salaries, I want to show it in the thousands. Sorry, that's salary should show 92,000. Let's say if it is a 95,000, I want to show it as a 95K, 22K, 90K, 100K, and so on. If as people salary, people say right like a 90K, 100K. So that's what we want to get it in the same format. If this is the case, like write the text, report to this value, comma, the format place, and write ash, comma, K. Double quotes close, bracket close, and enter. You see this 95,000 showing as a 95K. Drag it down, and you see this all these outputs. Okay, so this is about the text formula. So in this formulas we learn in the text category formulas many formulas like upper, lower, proper, trim, len, concatenate, text join, substitute, search, left, right, mid, transpose, correct? And also the text formula. Yeah. So this is about the text functions. So let's get into another important function called Okay, I don't say the name, like let's say the most popular formula. So can you guess that most popular formula? Some, okay, yeah, some we all of us know, like yeah, some is also one of the most popular formula. Okay, so these thing VLOOKUP, Concord, Balraj, you'll get that material. Yes. Okay, so you see this. We are going to talk about the most popular formula called VLOOKUP. So many people want to learn this VLOOKUP, are working with the VLOOKUP already. So they want to learn more advanced one. So let's try to cover that from basics to advanced level. So what are the formulas already there? I'm just removing them in the sheet. I'll remove. Yeah. Here I have some data. First understand my data set. Then after that, I'll tell you my requirement. I have some employee names, employee ID, department, designation, region, and salary. This is what the information I have. My requirement is I want to get like this person related position number. I want to get the position number. What I mean by position number, I'll tell you. So Swati Matam related position number we required in this case. So in this employee name table, where is the Swati? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I count from the header onwards, this is a row number 1. This will be row number 1. This will be row number 2, and so on. Like this, this 3, 4, 5, and Swati is sitting in the 6th position, not in the 13th. Remember, this is not the 13th row. For this table, this is the 6th row. Correct? So Swati Matam is sitting in the 6th position, so I'll write the 6th. Whereas Arun Kashipena just below to Swati, nothing but it is a 7. Anil Kumar, you can count it manually. Where is it? Anil? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess it is a 9. So I can write it that 9. But whereas you see the Sita Malakshmi Koparaju, you try to find it. She's there, but somewhere down. I cannot count it manually from top to bottom. Where is that Sita Malakshmi? You may think that I'll use a control F. Even if you found it here, let's say using the control F, it is not the 28th row that she's sitting, correct? So instead of doing that method, manual way counting per position number, let's use a formula called match. Once we learn the match, then we'll get into VLOOKUP. So using the match function, you can get the position number. So how to get the position number of this name? I'll show you this first. Equal to match. Here it is asking for the lookup value, what you are looking for. The way we were doing manually earlier, same thing it is asking. It is asking for the, you see this lookup value, lookup array, and match type. In the match function, there are 3 arguments, lookup value. We are looking for this name, correct? So that become your lookup value, comma, lookup array. What is my lookup array? Yeah. So here is a lookup value, lookup array. It is asking for the lookup array. That lookup array is all my employee names. All these employee names. I'll select that all employee names. Don't forget to press F4. Reason, if I drag it down also, it should be always same range. Correct? Comma 0, bracket close, and enter. Once I enter, you see this, it is giving the Swatimatam related position number. Earlier we counted manually. This time it is given automatically. That's 6. Once I drag it down, it is giving this numbers. You see this Sita Mahalakshmi somewhere at the 347. I'll give one more example. I have some employee IDs. This time, instead of employee names, I have the employee IDs. I want to get the position number. So let's find out that position number by using the match function. So write that match, lookup value. I'm looking for this employee ID. Lookup value will be only one value, correct? Come on, lookup array. Where is the lookup array? Not the employee names. This time it is the employee IDs. One more common mistake what people do is they'll select this whole range like this. No, don't do that mistake. Select that employee ID column only because our lookup value is the employee IDs. If your lookup value is the employee name, you need to select the employee name column or row. In this case, all the employee IDs are sitting in the column wise. I selected that employee name column, correct? So if the employee IDs are sitting like somewhere like this in the rows, so you select that rows, correct? So, but it is sitting in all the IDs are in this range. So let me select that range and press F4, comma, 0 stands for exact match. 0 stands for exact match. So I'll go with the 0, bracket close, enter. Now you see that EMP0476, it is in the position number 4. Drag it down, it is giving all the position numbers of this employee IDs. So if you are thinking what is the use of this position number, we'll get to know in some time. One last example with the match function. Let's say I have some header names here. So I want to find out employee ID position number. So in this range, employee ID is in the second position, correct? In this range, region is in the fifth column. If it is a salary, it is a 6. Nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I'm looking for the employee ID, if I'm asking the position number of it, you'll count from the left to right and you tell that, hey, employee ID is in the second. So that's what the second I'm expecting here. No, no, not employee ID. If I'm writing that salary, it won't automatically get changed to 6. We need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to do this manual work writing like this. Instead of that, let it be the same employee ID. Let's write the formula here. I'll write that formula called match lookup value. This time my lookup value is the employee ID. That header name itself is the lookup value, not the employee ID value. It is the employee ID header name, correct? So, comma, lookup array. Lookup array means we are looking for the employee ID, whether it is an employee ID or a department, whatever, those all are the headers. So all the headers are sitting in this place. So I'll be selecting the row. Understand this concept. I'm not selecting the employee ID column, guys, because we are not looking at some employee ID value. If you are looking for some employee ID value, I would have selected this entire column. So we might be looking for the either salary header or designation header. It could be any header. All the headers I'll select it, and don't forget to press F4, comma 0. 0 is for the exact match. Bracket close and enter. You see this employee ID means 2. So in the given range, employee ID is in the second. Correct? No, no, not employee ID. If I change it to salary here, header, automatically it got changed to 6. Earlier it was not getting changed, but this time it is getting changed because it is a formula. Control Z. So I'll drag the same formula to right side. You see that answers. So this is about the match. It will give the position number. Match formula output always will be the number. Remember this. So now we'll get into VLOOKUP. Before that, if you have any questions, let me know. Okay, some questions I got that like why should we press the F4? What is the shortcut key to select the entire row or entire column? Why the formula prefix by plus by not equal to? Okay, Suchita, that is an interesting one. So someone is asking that, like Suchita is asking me that why are you using for writing the formula plus symbol but not the equal to? So I'll tell you. So in my laptop that keyboard has some problem, like a equal to symbol, it is not working sometimes. So at that time I'm using the plus symbol. So even if I use a plus symbol, once I enter it, it will take it that automatically equal to. Just give it try. You write the plus sum of 100 comma 200. Once you enter it, it will automatically replace that. I mean, not replace. Once you enter it, it will show that equal to plus sum of 100 and 200 is a 300. It will shows. So um, control shift is selecting entire column and row. Why we are using the F4 is an interesting one. I mean, important question. So let me answer Manisha question. Someone Vivo video is not turned off. Let me turn off. Yeah, you see this? I'll write the same match formula one more time. Before writing, I'll just take a copy that answers. I'll paste it here. Otherwise, I'll take a copy of this entire. I'll paste as a values here. Just remember that these values, we got the answers like this earlier. So here I'll select this range. I'm removing the formula. I'll write the formula one more time. Actually, I should write the equal to, that equal to symbol is not working sometimes in my laptop. So I'm writing the plus symbol. So even you can start the formula with the plus also. Match lookup value. What is the lookup value? This is my lookup value, comma, lookup array. What is a lookup array? This is the lookup array. We are looking for the some employee name, right? So we need to select only employee name column, but not the entire table. Don't do this mistake. So select that entire column because all employee names are sitting in the column wise. So I selected that. If I don't press F4, someone is asking that why you are pressing F4. So what will happen if I don't press F4? We'll see that we'll do that mistake. With that mistake, we'll learn it. Comma, I'll write 0, 0 for exact match. Bracket close and enter. You see that we got the 6 earlier also. We got the same answer called 6 for Swatimatam, right? So let me drag it down. Now it is giving the 6. Oh, for Arun Kashiboina, it should be 7, but it is giving the 6. For Anil, it is a 7. For Sita Mahalakshmi, it is giving the 344. Nothing but it is giving all incorrect numbers. So why this error? Why it is giving incorrect values? I'll tell you. So if you see here, it is a G8 to G359 we referred, correct? So this range we referred. What we learned in the yesterday's class, once I drag down, like row number will increase. If you drag it down, row number will increase. So once I drag it down, G8 got changed to G9 to G360. Earlier, actually, it was G8 to G359, but now it's got changed to G360. So this is the problem. So if I drag it more, it is referring, you see this, it is referring from here onwards. It is not taking from the header, correct? If I go more, it is referring from here. So that's the reason if you don't want to keep on changes, I mean, the range should be always constant. So in that case, after selecting the range, press F4, make sure that the G8, nothing but that column G and row number 8. And again, here is the column G and row number 359. Nothing but total $4 should be uh, visible. So then only it is a completely locked that range. Enter, drag this down. Once I drag it down, you see this? It is giving the correct answers. Is this clear why I press F4? And some people ask like how to select the range. This range, if I'm selecting that employee name not by manually like with the mouse like this, instead of that, I selected this top cell. If I need to select from top to bottom till end, so use the shift control down arrow. Once I press shift control down arrow, it will take me from starting to ending. So let's get started this VLOOKUP. What is a VLOOKUP? What is the use of the VLOOKUP? We'll see this now first. I'll tell my requirement. I have this data, which is hundreds of data, hundreds of records we have right now. From that hundreds of records, my manager is asking that if I require these people, nothing but in this case, 8 people related information I required. I required their employee IDs, their department, region, and salary. Nothing but in this place, I'm looking Swati Matam employee ID, Swati Matam department, and her region and her salary. And after that, Anil Kumar employee ID, department, region, and salary. So when I was not aware about the VLOOKUP, I used to do this way. That way is nothing but copy paste way. So I'll look for Swati Matam. Where are you, Swati? I'll keep checking in the employee name column. Here I got Swati. Then after that, I used to take a copy of it, all that records. I'll come here, I'll paste it. After that, Anil Kumar. Where is that Anil Kumar? Again, I'll start searching with my eyes, giving hard time to my eyes. So Anil Kumar. Here is Anil Kumar. I'll take a copy of all these records, copy it, and go here, paste it. So after copy pasting all this, like later I got to know that once I move right side, in the salary place it is giving the region information. In the region information it is giving the designations. So nothing but that copy paste also I have done mistake. After so much time spending, this is what I got to know. So that copy paste, why this problem is occurring is the sequence which we have here, the sequence here we have, it is not the same, and moreover the number of columns which you have here and number of columns which you required may not be the same. In your real time, in the master data you may have the 100 records, but in your report you may require only that 4 columns only. So, and that 4 columns also, it won't be in the same sequence, it may be here and there, correct? So one column from the first column, another one is the 10th, another one is the 25th, it could be any number, correct? So in this case, like this copy paste won't work. So let me go back. Let's use the VLOOKUP. By using the VLOOKUP, how to get this employee ID, department, region, I'll show you. So first I'll try to show you using the VLOOKUP how to get the employee ID. Fine. So it, nothing but for all these employees, we need to get the employee ID. After that, we'll try to get the department, region, and so on. So let's write the VLOOKUP equal to VLOOKUP. It is VLOOKUP has 4 arguments: lookup value, table array, column index number, and range lookup. These are the 4 arguments we have. Lookup value. I am looking for this value, comma, table array. Table array means, one more time I'll write it, equal to VLOOKUP. Sorry. This is the lookup value, comma, table array. The table array means entire table. Remember, table array means entire table from top to bottom, including headers. So what I've done is to select this whole range quickly. So click on this topmost cell, shift control right click, shift control down arrow. So that it will select that whole range. So let me press F4. Once I press F4, it is freeze that column G, row number 8, column L, row number 359. Make sure that that entire range is freeze, comma. It is asking, third argument is asking for the column index number. Hey, you're looking for Swati Matam, that's okay. But Swati Matam related what? So once I find the Swati Matam, like what do you want? We want that employee ID. That employee ID is in the, for this table, it is in the second column, correct? So as you require that employee ID, which is in the second column, I'll write the number 2. Is that clear? As the employee is in the second column, I'm writing the 2. No, let's say I want to get the region, I'll write 5th column because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I want salary, I would have written the 6 here. But in this case, we want the employee ID. Employee ID is in the second column. I'll be writing the 2 here, comma. The fourth argument is range lookup. It has the 2 arguments, true and false. True means appropriate match. False means exact match. We are looking exactly Swati Matam, so you can refer to false. False means exact match. You can write the false, otherwise you can even write the 0 also. 0 also means in Excel it is a false only. And true means 1. So I'll go with the 0. 0 is nothing but false. False in this case is the exact match. Bracket close and enter. Let me drag this down. And once I drag it down, yes, it is giving that output. This is great. This is fine. So my quick question now here is, if I drag it right, is that going to give me department, region, and salary? Yes or no? Let's see the chat box. Yeah, column not updated. No, no, no. Okay. So let's drag this one. Control R. Once I drag it, it is giving all the errors. So whenever you get error in the formulas, what is the first thing you need to do is click on that cell, click on that cell and press F2. When I press F2, you see this, it is referring to this cell. Hey, how come? Like I was referring to this employee name, right? But it is referring to this range. So this is the one mistake we have done. So now, let's try to fix this issue. I'll delete this. I'll go to the cell. I'll try to fix this issue. Remember, O24 means this employee name, correct? O, once I drag right side, O should not change it to P. It should be same O only, correct? So I'll press F4. When I press F4, it is freezing both column and row, but only column O needs to be locked, but not the 24. Once I drag it down, 24 should change it to 25. Correct? This formula we are going to drag. At that time, 24 should change it to 25. If you lock it completely, it will always refer to the same Swathi only in this case. Correct? So let me press F4 second time and third time. So it is freeze only column but not the row. Enter. Once I drag it down and drag right, you see that answer. Is this clear? So yeah. Okay, it is given that employee IDs for these names. This time it is not given the errors, but this time what is the problem? Instead of giving the department, it is giving the everywhere it is giving the same employee ID. Here also it is giving the same employee ID, right? So what I'm going to do is, I mean the mistake here is the department number needs to be changed. So I need to go above and see that department number. What is the position number of the department? Then I can write it in the column index number of it. Correct? So anyone of you remember what is a department number, position number? I'll go here and check it. 1, 2, 3. Department means 3. Then I need to go here to see this. I'm going here and I'll change it to 3. Enter. Drag it down. If it is a region, I need to write it 5 and drag this down. How many times will keep on doing it? Like this is not ideal way of writing it, but many VLOOKUP users do this way. Correct? So instead of doing this way, what you can do is you can think about VLOOKUP with a match. Remember, if it is an employee ID, it is giving the exactly number called 2. If it is a department, it is writing the 3. So that's what we are trying to do it here, correct? So the 3 is manually written. Instead of writing the 3 manually or instead of writing the 5 manually, you can use the match function inside of the VLOOKUP column index number place so that it will be dynamic. So how to write it? I'll show you now. Equal to VLOOKUP. This is the lookup value. I'll press F4 couple of times. So this time I don't do the same mistake which I had done earlier. So I'll be looking for this value, comma, table array means that entire table from top to bottom. So how do I select that entire ranges? Click on the top cell, shift control right click, shift control down arrow. Select that whole range and after that please don't forget pressing F4. This is the common mistake people do many times. So wherever you see the word called array, whether it is a table array or just array, after selection, press F4. Priyanka, your video not turned off. Turned off now. Yeah. Comma, column index number. The column index number place, I'll write the match. So don't write the employee ID means to salary means 6. Don't write it. Instead of that, I'll write the match function within the VLOOKUP itself. Lookup value. I'm looking for this value. So that is my lookup value. So the P34, once I move right side, that lookup value should change it to department. Nothing but P should change it to Q. Q should change it to R. So give the freedom to P. But 34, if I drag it down, usually it will change it to 35. But in this case, that headers needs to be constant. So that row number needs to be constant. Let me press F4 a couple of times so that row is freeze. Comma. Lookup array means lookup array. This is the all headers are my lookup array. Don't select that whole table again. That is a mistake. So we are looking for the sum header. So this is the lookup headers, lookup array. Press F4 without fail, comma 0, bracket close for the match. Select this entire match just for your verification. Press F9. Once I press F9, you see the 2 in the column index number place. Hey, like earlier we were writing the 2 manually. This time it is automatically giving that answer. Correct? So Control Z, comma, this 0 is for the VLOOKUP exact match. Bracket close and enter, and drag this down and drag it right. Is that clear? I'll just check the chat box. What you people said. Do you want me to repeat once again the same formula? Yeah, someone is asking what will happen if the employee name is in the middle of the array. That we'll be seeing it. So I'll tell that what will happen with that. That's a good question. So I'll be taking that later. Yeah, I'm going to repeat this. Whatever we have done, one more time, I'm doing it here just for your practice. Same thing I'm going to write, nothing new. Equal to VLOOKUP. This is my lookup value. I'll press F4 couple of times. So I'm saying couple of times. Um, Nothing but till I get the required freezing. Required freezing in this case, column needs to be freeze, right? So when I keep on pressing F4, you see this by default it will be like this. When I press F4 first time, it is a completely lock row and column. When I press F4 second time, it is row is freeze but not the column. But we want column needs to be locked, so that is the reason I'm pressing F4 third time. So you see this dollar is freeze for the column but not to the row. So as it row is not freeze, once I drag it down, it will look for the other employees, correct? Comma, table array. When it is a table array, let me select this whole table, select this whole range. I'll press F4 to lock it, comma. The VLOOKUP third argument is asking for the column index number. Column index number. I'll go here, I'll write the match. So here it is asking for the lookup value. I'll look for this value. I'll press F4 couple of times. So couple of times. In this case, 2 times I press F4 so that it is freeze the row but not the column. Because why I did not freeze the column is if I move right side, P should change it to Q. Q should change it to R. Then only it will work properly. Comma. Look, we are looking for the employee ID header, not the employee ID value. It is employee ID header. So I'll select this whole range. Press F4, comma 0, bracket close for the match, and this 0 is for the VLOOKUP. Enter, drag right, drag down. Is this clear? Yeah. So Let's do one more time the same VLOOKUP one, another example. So here I have the three employees. So these employees related information I required. So I'll be writing that same VLOOKUP formula equal to VLOOKUP. I'm looking for this value. I'll press F4 a couple of times, comma. Table array means this entire table. Press F4 to lock it, comma. For column index number, making dynamic, I'll write the match. Lookup value this freeze properly, comma lookup arrays that all that headers, press F4, comma 0, bracket close for the match. This 0 is for the VLOOKUP, bracket close and enter. Oh, it is giving error. Even if I'm dragging right, dragging down also it is giving error. So what is the reason why it is giving the error? Because there are couple of spaces. Yeah, that lookup value. We have Swatimatam in our database, but it is having extra spaces. If you have time, if you are hard worker, go here and remove the extra space like this. But don't do that if you have thousands of records. So instead of that, I'll be applying the trim to remove that extra spaces. So where do you apply the trim also matters. So where do you apply? So if you are thinking on top of the VLOOKUP, no, it won't work. You need to apply the trim on top of the O59. Nothing but the problem is in the this cell O59 cell. So let's apply the trim on that O59 bracket close. You see this when I apply the trim on that O59 just for your verification I'll press F9. You see this it is removed all that extra spaces and giving the Swatimatam without any extra space. Control Z, don't forget that. Enter. Now it is working. Control D. Yes, it is given that all the values. Oh, it is not given for the one record. That name is Katrina Kaif. Why it is not giving for her? What could be the reason? What could be the reason? F9 is for the seeing the output. Evaluate formula it is. Yeah. So why we are not getting for Katrina is for Swati and Abdul Razak we are getting the all the output, but Katrina we are not getting. Reason the database in our database she is not available. No name in that data. Correct. But while I'm submitting to my management, if I'm showing that errors, it doesn't look good. It looks like something we did error. Correct. So instead of error, I want to show employee not exist or employee not available. Correct. So in this case, what I can do is in the topmost cell itself, I'll write there is a formula called if error. If error. What do you mean by if error is? Understand this if error. There are two arguments in the if error. Value, give me some value. If that value, given value, if it is error, what you want me to show, tell me in the second argument. Got it? One more time. In the if error, there are two arguments. Give me some value. That value could be derived from the some other formula, or it could be written by manually. It could be anything. So in this case, that value is deriving from the VLOOKUP. Correct? So if that VLOOKUP is giving the output called error, at that time, what you want to show, tell me in the value if error place. If it is not an error, it will give that value only. If it is an error, then only it will take that customized message, whatever you type in the second argument. So value if error place, I'll write employee not exist, not available. Double quotes close, bracket close, and enter. Drag right. So it is not saying that employee not available because it is available and that VLOOKUP is not deriving any error. So no problem. Once I drag it down for Katrina one, it is showing that employee not available. Is that clear? Yeah. So this is about the VLOOKUP, trim, match, if error, all the four different formulas we used here, correct? So one more example we'll take it now. pulling data from the two different tables. So what I mean is, actually I have data like this. I have some employee names. I want to get their email IDs. That email IDs I need to get it. The, in this first data set, in this data set one, first table, we don't have any email IDs in this range, correct? So by using the employee name, there is no way that I can get the email IDs. But if you see the right side somewhere here, you have employee ID, then mail ID as well. If you have the employee ID, you can get the email ID. But if you see the mapping over here, the requirement which is asking, it is asking for the, it is giving the employee names, but find me the employee ID, or sorry, mail ID. So if you have the employee name and mail ID mapping in the right side table, we would get it easily. But this time, what we need to do, using that employee name, get the employee ID. After that, get the email ID by using the employee ID. So you see this, I'll write this equal to VLOOKUP. I'll refer to this cell. I'll press F4 couple of times, comma, table array means this entire table. Press F4 to lock it, comma. We require that employee ID that is in the second column. So you can write the two, otherwise you can write the max. It's up to you. So I'll just write the two, comma 0, bracket close and enter. You got the employee ID. Drag it down. Now here we require the mail ID. If I need to get the mail ID, I'll be writing again VLOOKUP, but this time lookup value is not this one, but here it is employee ID, correct? I'll press here for a couple of times, comma, table array. This is my table, the second table. I'm referring from top to bottom. Shift control right click, shift control down arrow, it will select that whole range, but press F4 without fail, comma, that in that given range Y and Z column, the Z column is having the mail ID, so nothing but we require the second column value. So I'll write the index number as 2, comma 0, 0 for the exact match, bracket close and enter. Now drag it down, you got that output. Is this clear? So we add the employee name. By using the employee name, we got the employee ID. Once I get the employee ID from the second table, we got the email ID also. But after showing this, your manager may ask you, hey, why you're using this extra column? I'll just give you this, so you get me the directly that mail IDs. So in that case, this VLOOKUP and this VLOOKUP, you need to club it into one place. So I'll show you that mega formula, that copy paste way. I'll take a copy of this formula, which is referring to P66, correct? So I'll take a copy of it, Control C, escape, go here, I'll paste it here, enter. This and this both are giving the same answer. Those both are giving the same answer. So here you see, so I'll go to this cell, I'll ask it what is the formula you're using. So I'll take a copy of this formula. One second. Control C, copy, escape, go back here in the P66 cell, I'll select it, I'll paste it, enter, and drag it down. Once I drag it down, now you see this, even if I remove this is working, but it is not because it is depending on the this cell. Correct? This is a directly nothing but by using this employee name, we directly got the mail ID. So within the VLOOKUP, we written another VLOOKUP. Control Z. So this is about the VLOOKUP. So I was doing this VLOOKUP in the same sheet. That master data and formulas be written in the same place, but it may not be in the same place. It could be in the different sheets also. So I'll be showing that example. But before that, one important point I would like to tell you. Okay, my question now is, before telling that information, I have that employee IDs. This time I have the employee IDs. This is not like Katrina one. These employee IDs are available in our data set. I want to get employee name, salary, and designation for this employee IDs. Is that possible or not? Is this possible or not? Tell me by using this VLOOKUP formula. So I'm just seeing the answers in the chat box. Anirudh saying possible, Vinod saying possible, Redmi saying yes. But you see this? Yeah, you see this? One limitation of the VLOOKUP you need to know. That limitation is whatever the lookup value, that should be your leftmost column. That should be your leftmost column. And you can pull all the right side values. VLOOKUP cannot pull the left side values. So what I mean is, you see this? Here is the employee name. Our lookup value is employee name. That employee name is the leftmost column, so we are able to get it. But in the last example which I was asking, employee IDs are the lookup values. If it is employee ID is a lookup value, you can pull the right side values. If you select the range from employee ID to the salary, you can pull the department designation, all these columns. But you cannot pull the left side column called employee name or any other left side columns. So that is the limitation of the VLOOKUP. So in general, what people do is, oh, if there is a limitation, so they will cut this one or copy this one, and they will come here and paste it. Then they'll make it as employee as a leftmost column. That first column they'll make it. So that is not an appropriate way of doing it. There's a like a data redundancy it is. You're copying the same data and pasting it or cut and paste. In this time, like we have the extra columns, but in real time, you may not have the extra columns, or it may be lakhs of records you are copy pasting. Because of that, file size will get increased. Performance of the workbook may decrease. Correct. So instead of that, we need to learn some other formulas like index and match or offset, many other formulas we have. So using those advanced formulas, we can even pull the data from the left side also. I have written that notes. Go here and see that. If you have employee IDs like this, if you want to get employee name, salary, and designation, you cannot get it. Reason, VLOOKUP cannot pull the left side values. Lookup column should be leftmost column, nothing but it should be the first column. Is that clear? So like today we'll be sharing this file, this running file, this VLOOKUP and text formulas, whatever like previous classes, last 4 days, whatever we had done, all this material we'll be sharing it today. So our request is, apart from this workbook, along with this workbook, we'll also share the review request. There will be 3 links. Please take 10 minutes of your time and write the review on the training. So how do you feel that training? So please post it. That's the only thing we are expecting from you, nothing else. I'm muting you all. You can unmute and you can speak now.